get the final count went in the other direction.
Good. You
If
did.
there was a celebration in the streets from 11 and 12 o'clock, go up there and ask them.
Mm-hmm.
Ask the people of Jerusalem. Ask the people. Malcolm, entire Malcolm, Samarkand, Dust, lyrics out at Penwood side. Your answer, they were celebrating from early, only to be disappointed.
Good. I'm trying to get this in, Paul. You did say to your supporter and the platform, the platform that if they ask a question, if they were ready to beat a prime minister, you're saying that from all accounts, what you're picking up, it seems that the people gave you a resounding yes. They're responding. All right. So that's Paul Buchanan there. Have to leave you here, Paul. We have this. We wanted to conclude this. You hear it. Make what you marvel. Make what you will of it, and certainly we await to see what will come out of the courts in this one. As Paul said, a precedent was already set there in about 1997, 98, when the seat was awarded to the now Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Will we see the court make the decision based on the precedent and basically award this to Paul Buchanan, or what can we see? An overall run over of the constituency or so on? We're waiting to see that. Conrad O'Brien, the fireman, right here at News Talk 93 FM.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. The ungodly, they are not so. And let me just welcome each and every one to the Colin Bell Show. We are live this evening on Caribbean Radio HD, as we come to you with this live broadcast from the studios of Portland Spice TV, coming out of Portland. And let me make it clear quick and fast. Coming out of Eastern Portland, Jamaica, right here in the West Indies. So we are on the ground in East Portland. We're in the street like the White Line. So whatever is happening in East Portland, we are aware of it. Whatever is happening in East Portland, we know. Them say I know everything good for eat, good for talk. So there are times when we don't speak about some of the things. It don't mean say we don't know. We just know say some things we leave them alone. Like we are cricketers, so something you play the leave alone shot. And some of the things them we talk about. So yesterday, want to apologize for some slips yesterday where a one bad word get out when we were playing those voice note from that person who we think seems to be a crazy person who was making those voice notes and threatening to do some untoward things here in our beautiful parish of Portland. But this evening, I said yesterday evening that I want to get you some information. And I promised that we'll try and get to Paul Buchanan, the man who ran against Prime Minister Andrew Holness. So we have a confirmation for a 4:30 interview this evening, 5:30 for those of you listening on Caribbean Radio HD. Because we are in Jamaica and you are in the US. So we have our time difference. So we're going to talk to Paul Buchanan at about 4:30. But I listened to an interview earlier today with Cliff Hughes and Darrell Vaz. an interview I want to play for you in a little bit. It's about 8 minutes long. Well, we're going to take off the front piece because it have something that needs to take off. So we're going to play it for you. Play it for you.
Mr. Darren Vaz. Mr. Vaz, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Vaz, thank you very much, sir.
Hold on.
In East Portland, why I'm lost. Pick up back roads and take worship to Minister.
All right. So
Minister, what happened in East Portland?
hold on. So send to some people, call everybody, because this evening we're going to dive down into what is happening right here and what is happening with the Prime Minister's seat. All right, so we have it now. We're going to play that phone with Cliff Hughes and Darrell Vaz. And Darrell Vaz saying that he's done. This is his final term. And I'm really wondering what the people of Portland are going to get from this final term that they did not get in the last 18 years. It's 18 years now. Darrell a MP, you know. 18 years unbroken. 14 going 15, of which his government has been in power. And I personally had expected a lot more from Darrell. Really expected a lot more because of the clout that he has in the Jamaican government. Because Darrell is no small fry in our government. Darrell a big man in the GLP administration. Top man. Yeah? So I was expecting more. Really, me not lie to you. No. Whole heap more than we have received. I mean, the other day I told you that in that 18 years, he has not built one house for the people of West Portland to buy. The professionals down there didn't get a chance to buy a house through NHT because not even one little NHT scheme. Not even one. And for me, that's a major disappointment for somebody who beats his chest that hard. Let's go to the interview.
Was a big issue. Somehow the word on the ground is that the land grab in that part of the constituency worked against the GLP and Anne-Marie. Is this your last term? How is Anne-Marie taking all of this? I see a lot of, or some of the commentary, some of the reactions who are disappointed and bitter at her defeat, suggesting that she should go and dig up back roads and take worship down in her. Minister, what happened in East Portland? Why Anne lost?
Numbers. Politics is all about numbers. Cliff, you got not only know where the vote is, you got to get the vote out. We have 5 divisions in East Portland. You have the Mansion Hill division, which is a very strong JLP division. You have the Ferry Hill division, which is a very strong division. And that's in the east. And then in Port Antonio, you have Port Antonio and Prospect, which are very, very strong PNP divisions. And the 50th Fellowship, which is a weather vane. One hour lost by 100 or 200 for any party. We have come out of Mansion Hill in the previous 3 elections, 2019, 2020, 2024. between 550 and 800 votes. We came out of it. We came out of it with 325. We came out of Fairy Hill with our usual 600-700 lead, and we lost Fellowship by 14, which is not much of a much. But basically, they were able to get their vote out in Port Antonio and Prospect, and she lost by 100 and odd votes. Had she gotten the 600 votes, or even 550 votes, the lowest that we have ever gotten in there, she'd have won by a small margin. So the fact is that everything else in politics is hype.
So you just
knowing your numbers, knowing where your votes are, and getting out election day. And that particular division, which is really represented by the mayor of Port Antonio, underperformed severely. So we have to do obviously a postmortem to see exactly what transpired, etc. You hear all kind of dumpy story in politics. That's enough.
There was a story on the front page of the Gleaner Sunday saying that land was a big issue. Somehow the word on the ground is that the land grab in that part of the constituency worked against the JLP and Anne-Marie.
Again, that is all as a result of the plans that we have down there for the expansion and the bypass of the town, and of course the development of the cruise shipping and all of that. So I guess they use that as saying that their people are going to be dispossessed, etc. Then you have the Blue Lagoon regularization by the Jamaica National Heritage Trust that they said that we're taking people's livelihood away. That division performed exceptional for the Jamaica Labour Party, so that didn't work. But the bottom line is, listen, it is what it is. Anne-Marie Vaz was one of the best performing members of Parliament in the history of politics in Jamaica. She was passionate. She was courageous. She is anything you want to say. And I have never in my life, and it's still up to today, I'm shocked that the outpouring of love and support for a woman politician in Jamaica has gone worldwide. Worldwide. I saw something yesterday that touched me. 18.5 million views on her social media since election.
Yes, I saw that.
6 times the population of Jamaica. You don't get that if you have not endeared yourself, not only to the people of East Portland, but to people in Jamaica and the diaspora. She's a dynamo. And I tell you, Cliff, the most important thing for me was to win the election for the Jamaican people, because it would have been a disaster. But if I could rewrite it, I'd prefer her to win and me lose.
Why?
Because she deserves it. But you know, God has a plan. She's 60 years old. She has 5 children. She has 4 grandchildren, 1 on the way. And between she and I, we don't know those 4 grandchildren as we should know them, because we are spending all our time working on behalf of the people of Jamaica. Don't question God's plan. She has done a remarkable job. Everybody knows it. It's there. The work is there to be seen. And I only hope it can be continued.
Is this your last term?
Yes, for sure. But I've said that. I've said that before. I have 2 things to do before I about of ministerial duties. And if I'm given the opportunity, I will do them. And that is to roll out the full rural transport system and to renegotiate the GPS license. I do those 2 things, I can go into the wilderness and enjoy my last few good years.
That sounds like 2027. That's when the JPS license is about to be renegotiated.
You're a bright man.
Oh, so you're gone after 20.
I'll be 64 years old.
Okay, Minister.
And I've dedicated many, many years of my life to serving the people of Jamaica. And I'm a 5-time MP. No one has ever run against me twice. And I have left Portland and will leave Portland at the end of this term, a place that was a forgotten parish that is now the pearl of the Caribbean and Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. How is Anne-Marie taking all of this?
Anne-Marie is good. Anne-Marie is disappointed but good, man. Disappointed but good. I expected her to be more devastated than she is, but Anne-Marie is a realist, man.
Yeah.
She's a warrior. And I think the outpouring of love for her. I mean, I can't. I guess you know because you're on social media.
Mm-hmm.
If I have gotten 1,000 messages of congratulations,
Mm-hmm.
999.9 have her name in them as the big letdown and the big sorrow and pain.
Yes. One last one on this. I see a lot of, or some of the commentary, some of the reactions who are disappointed and bitter at her defeat, suggesting that she should go and dig up back roads and take worship down in her.
No, my rubbish, man. Rubbish. Live. You know me a long time. I don't speak ill of people in politics. I speak the facts, and my politics is about performance and policies. That's what I campaign on, and that's what she campaigns on.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, I don't want to be associated with any negativity in relation to anything that will be done that would cause any disruption to the good work that she has done and to affect the people of East Portland and West Portland. Mm-hmm. I don't play those games. Mm-hmm. So I disassociate myself, and so does she, from any negativity. Mm-hmm. Democracy has to play.
My name is Colin Bell, and if you're just joining us, you're listening to the Colin Bell Show live on Caribbean Radio, 97.9 HD4, Brogear Radio, Caribbean Radio HD.com. Download it. One early. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Colin Bell. How you doing?
I am fine, thank you. Wagwan, my brother.
Boy, I'm there. I have 3 questions to ask you.
All right. Let me see if I can answer them. Yeah?
Yeah. There was some, I think I heard that there was some, they rode upon Norwich Ice. Was fixed by the housing agency of Jamaica. Is that true?
HAJ, yes. They were the ones who did it under a lot of lobbying from Councillor Dexter Rowland, and they have an association up there in Norwich Heights. They also have been lobbying a lot. A promise was made in 2019 by none other than Prime Minister Andrew Holness that if they had voted for Anne-Marie Vaz in the by-election, he would fix the main road, one of the road, that's the main road that goes around. He would have fixed that road, and he didn't. And they lobbied to HAJ, and HAJ commit some money to do some work on the road, yes.
So was it done on the advocacy of Anne-Marie Vaz?
Not to my knowledge. As I said earlier, I understand that people like Dexter Rowland and the Providence Society or the Citizens Association, I think what they have is a Providence Society up there. The chairman is principal of Fair Prospect High School, Mr. Flemings. And you have people like Alicia Bailey, who they are on that. I think Peter Stamp is on it as well. Some of those people, the people who live in the area. I don't know if Nelka is still a part of it. When I used to be a part of that organization, Nelka Eran, Miss Harris used to be a part of it, because as I like to remind people that I still have a house in Norwich Heights.
Yes. The next question. The lights by Cardo Park. Who lobbied for those lights?
All right, the lights by Cardo Park now. And as I tell people, say, I live at East Portland, I'm in the road like the White Line. The only thing I never know is that Portland become the pearl of the Caribbean. I thought Portland was always the pearl of the Caribbean. Now the lights at Cardo Park, I can give you a history about the lights at Cardo Park, because Darrell Vaz and Colin Bell used to be brethren. Yes. And it is around those lights that our friendship ended. I tell you, one day I was heading to my farm with a van load of sawdust. And I saw some big vehicle over Carter Park. That time I was still working with SATCOM. Not full time, but I was still at SATCOM. I think it was about 2018. So I went over there to find out what was going on. When I got there, Darrell Vaz was there, Darren Wood, some other people, police officers. Anne-Marie Vaz was there, but she was not in politics at the time. Yeah, maybe at the time she had intention, wanted to run, but she never run yet. And they were there talking about lights with some representatives from JSIF. And while I was there, I see Bloomfield van coming bird speed. And when Bloomfield came, they give him a talk, and Bloomfield I say, how long you might talk to JSIF about it? And Bloomfield spoke. Then Darrell went back up and started talking. And Darrell said to me, Shaka, you know me. When I say I go and get something done, I go and get it done. So I put up my hand because it was shortly after that interview, some time ago, that interview I did with him, and he told me that Dragon Bay would be ready for 2018, 2019. And I said to him, but Mr. Minister, you told me the same thing about Dragon Bay. I mean, I said nothing happened. And some people were upset that I asked the question. And we had a spot out there. Some of his people and myself had a tear away, and that's how our friendship ends. So what I know is that the lights out there was done by JSIF. JSIF is an organization, an institution that was put together by Percival James Pattison. So it's a PNP legacy program that put the lights at Carter Park.
And it was lobbied for long before the lady took over.
Yeah, man. But as I tell you, that meeting, when that meeting took place, Dr. Bloomfield was still alive. And he was there.
Okay, thank you very much. The next one now. This is the final one. I know me I will up your time.
No, man.
No, Pastor Garden. Anchovy. Going at the back of Anchovy.
You mean the road?
The road, yes.
You mean the Anchovy Land Settlement Road that goes up to, where they had a road name?
We can't carry back all the way back around to Johntown and come around.
All right. As far as I know,
As
far as I know, and this is a guess, I think Anne-Marie Vaz did that road.
Okay, fine.
But not the one in the housing scheme, you know.
Yes.
The one in the housing scheme was done by NHT under the lobbying of Wayne McKenzie and Dr. Lynville Bloomfield.
Okay.
So
but
the one we go
scheme was done by her.
The one we're on at the back, as far as I know, she did that one.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
You're most welcome, my brother.
All right.
Now, I have another clip I want to play for your listeners. Because, you know, here, if the police pick up this person, we make them statement about blow up water and all of them things there. I don't know if the police pick him up yet, but we're not going to leave it alone because people are scared. Hello, good evening.
Colin.
Hold on, Marsh. I want to play this clip here before you talk. Listen this. A lady sent this to me this morning. Listen it.
It's a good night to you, Mr. Bell. I don't know if you're aware of the water system where we have up here. We have the water good. I remember the water we have. We get it through Portia Simpson Miller and Dr. Bloomfield. That is the time when Rio Grande Valley get water and get road. I remember fully well when the people in come here and I set down name. So we forget the water. Mr. Bloomfield and Portia keep with the water. And from Isaac Win, Wednesday, Friday we dey here, we don't see no water. Saturday, we don't see no water. I think it was Thursday night, all night, the water gone. Friday, me come down in Port Anthony, me left the message on Isaac office. All day Friday, we not got no water. Me see Benny White in the town, me tell Benny White. Little tell Benny White say, little from fellowship tell Benny White saying get to understand. So then take out the pump. Anyway, that was a Friday. Saturday night, we see water come back. We got the water good around before the election, Good, Miss Abel. Good. Tonight, no water no there. The water gone from about 6 o'clock. The water gone. Right now, we go in a bathroom a while ago. Pipe dry. So me ask if you can. Me no have no number for Isaac. Me no have no contact with him. Me got the office Friday. Me no see him. But me did leave the message. So me ask so please, if you can look into this water matter because once up my grown on social media and I don't know if it's a real something or a fake something. Because the lady say, done with do yet and the motor take the pump. So I'm asking you please, Mr. Bell, if you can pass on this message to Isaac for me, Rare Grande Valley, do not.
All right. So one thing I'll say to the lady first, that message going around is not a lady, it's a young man. Anyway, Marshy,
Yeah, man.
welcome to Caribbean Radio HD, sir.
Howdy, sir. Howdy. The question may I ask, the water truck, we have an Anne-Marie vase named Pandu. She give the water free or the people have to pay for the water?
It's not just our name on the truck, our picture is on the truck as well.
Right.
I don't know.
Pay for the water?
Our picture is on the water truck. I don't know if people have to pay for it. I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you because what we speak here is the truth.
Yes.
So I don't know the procedure. Because and why I say I don't know, because I have heard different stories. Me here say it sell, and me here say it not sell.
All right.
But one of the things I know is that truck has not been very active. No one again you see it out there. I don't know if it break down most of the time, but the truth is it has not been a very active truck. I think the one with the husband is even more active than the one with the lady. Because two of them, one with the husband picture and one with the wife picture.
So tell me something now. You're a Portlander.
Yes.
Tell me this. You know that housing scheme that Anne-Marie Vaz built?
No Vaz, no bill, no housing scheme at Portland. It's a damn shame.
All right.
That for 18 years, not even one, because Jigs Ennis, you have to credit Jigs with two, The new scheme of Woodstock and one little one at Oak Bay.
Yes.
But for 18 years, Darrell don't build one house. We not talk poor relief house, people. We not talk poor relief house. We talk house that people can afford to buy a house. Or an affordable house. Not one dege one for 18 years.
Well, tell me this then. All right. Anne-Marie Vaz was such a good MP. Where the school was she build? What name?
Marsh.
Me on the ask question,
No, I know me if you ask, because I was naming out this morning. She did a road from Kent up to Millbank. And let me tell you, Marsh, it's about 20 odd years that road not get that kind of attention there. Because it was very bad. That road, when we talk about bad, you couldn't find a road badder than it. It's like you're driving a riverbed. Till the base became solid.
In the interest of time. Make we leave the dancing cream.
No, hold on. Because me a gear our Jew. She fixed that road there.
Yes.
She fixed from Red Hills to Barracks.
Yes.
She fixed Moortown.
Yes.
And she do two piece.
Yes.
2 piece me a gear upon Bellevue Road because the first piece was lobbied for by Dr. Lynville Bloomfield, the late MP.
Yes.
So Bellevue, Millbank to Cornwall Barracks, to Moortown, the piece that run out Anchoville and Settlement, that's 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, me don't know, all in all, I
Aye.
give her about 7 pieces of road. One thing I want to say, that she also dance on road where she not have nothing to do with.
Yes.
Like the road from St. Thomas where come straight down to Port Antonio. Me see she a dance on that and that not have nothing to do with her. Nothing at all. In fact, is that road there. That road was supposed to be completed in 2020. And when it wouldn't start, and when the GLP came in power 2016 and changed the scope of work, even James Robertson from Western St. Thomas was upset about it and made a lot of noise. Fenton Ferguson made a lot of noise. And then Dr. Bloomfield and the crew marched from Fairhill for that road.
So the school, all right, Darrell Vaz did a fear thing here. The school of Darrell Vaz built in a West Portland, where am I going to name it as?
Well, there was one school that was built since Darrell Vaz has been MP, but me not give him it because that school, all the acquisition for that school was done. It was just to point out where to put the school. That's the Fruitful Vale All-Age School, Fruitful Vale Primary School now. And he decided where it was to go. So me not give him that.
Well, in the deserve. Well, that is enough for them and then good work.
Hold on. Hold on. Abraham Thomas say Millbank not fixed. That him fix the road to Millbank, brother. Millbank is not fixed. The road to Millbank.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tell me something. Tell me something now, because me not so bright, you know. Tell me something. Now, how somebody vote against if your salary don't reach if your salary reach under 3.5 million, you will not pay any income tax. And if you work overtime, your overtime will not be taxed. Tell me something. How you go to the polling station and vote against that?
Well, you see, some people, Marshy, have them party and they're going to vote for their party. Whether them party are the good or not the good. The concern I have is the amount of Jamaicans who sat at home and did not go out and vote. And that's a serious issue we have in the country.
Yes.
And I think we need some legislative changes in this country.
And lastly, what the hell is happening in the police force?
In terms of what? In terms of Wayne Cameron
people
and
moving.
Stefan.
Our commissioner when I have authority to move certain people, moving them.
Well, we're going to touch base with Wayne Cameron, and as soon as he can speak about that issue, we're going to bring him on. It's somebody we know very well. In fact, he used to be the chief down here in Port Antonio. So
Rattigan was playing a clip, and I saw a lady handing out money an election day. Where them pay some people $500 and some can't even mark X. The way others are done. And if you mark the X, you get $500. But me see one lady, I'm sure some familiar with that lady picture. And she was there handing out money to people.
Me never see that video, Marsh. Send me that video.
Me not have it. Rattigan played not too long ago. Because me just did watch Rattigan before me come about it. But me sure some know that lady their face.
Oh, yeah.
Very, 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 very sure. Me very sure. And you can't get it from Rattigan. One certain lady.
Well, I will link up Ratty.
Yeah, God help us in Jamaica. Take care, Papa.
Blessings, my brother.
Care.
One love.
Yes.
Mr. Bell, George Davis said that you are a dunce, but he caught behaving on open mic. You see, let me tell you something. The problem I have with George and that set. Hold on. The problem I have with George and that set down at Bradley is that they are not admitting that they are GLP activists. Just like how I admit to be a PNP activist. If the people at Bradley would just be truthful and admit that they are activists and active activists for the Jamaica Labour Party, then I would have some respect for them. But until them admit the truth, I have no respect for them. Wagwan, brother. Excellent.
Shaka.
Yes, sir. Wagwan.
Boy, brother, me there, look on.
I look on, boy.
One week on a day later.
It's hard, but we have to hold it.
Yes, man. Boy, Shaka, let me tell you something. And one thing I can tell you, the bus money spent.
Yes.
The bus money spent.
Well, you sure it's the bus money spent or a Cornwall regional money or the drill money?
No, the drill money are chicken feed, Shaka, man.
Okay, so Cornwall regional and the bus.
Chicken feed. Yes, man. Shaka, the drill money was chicken feed, man.
Yes.
I can't tell you, man.
Yes.
Peter work, man. But Shaka, if there's one thing I must say to you. When I was a young boy going to the school on the hill that overlooks the beautiful beaches in East Portland, overlooking Navy Island.
Yeah.
As I came into Port Antonio Square, at the intersection there, I don't remember that road, there was a doctor's office on your left-hand side at the corner, a wooden structure.
Yes.
And there was a wonderful doctor there.
A Georgian structure.
Yes, and there was a doctor there who later went into politics. And unfortunately, his life was cut short.
Yes.
And justice was never served.
Still haven't been served.
Because it's sad to say that in Jamaica, a sitting member of parliament can be murdered. And up to today, we can't find anything to lead to a conclusion. But yet still, a man can make some talk on the internet and he's found and locked up because he wears a particular color.
Well, but the Prime Minister said he can't find them.
Yes, and I remember the people of Portland in 2019 came out with a slogan and said, "Vengeance vote." It never took place at that time. And 2020, it never took place. But you see, even though it is 6 years later and some months, justice was served. And if the dead has any emotions, I think he will be pleased. The late Dr. Lynville Bloomfield could rest in peace now. The people of East Portland must be congratulated for the tremendous job they did to remove a stumbling block from the progress of Portland and put in a fellow person who will fight for their rights.
Definitely.
And I want to say, for me, that was the highlight of the elections.
Eastern Portland.
No more dancing and skipping, but true representation. No more showcase and light while the nefarious activities are taking place in the dark. Transparency has arrived to East Portland, and dignity will be reset and will be the order of the day in East Portland. And I'm very happy.
A lot of people are. A lot of people are.
And I would say to the incumbent, and I would say to the MP-elect, be careful. Let us use sleep and market. Because these players aren't simple players. They are negative energy and they are nefarious people. I am glad you guys pulled it off, Shaka. I am glad you guys pulled it off.
Yeah, it was some work.
The people's power. The people's power.
Yeah, I think the comrades in East Portland was determined, and there are some labor rights who believe that they should not aid and abet that kind of representation any further, so they stayed home. And I hear, when I listen to Darrell, it sounds like he wants to blame the mayor. Because he said that Mansion Hill never came
Did
out.
not deliver.
And that is the division run by the mayor. But I can tell, I want to remind some people that there was a voice note out after the local government election. Well, not a voice note, but I think it was a letter that said to the deputy mayor that just relax yourself. We want him to help with to win the general election because we know say we're not so strong in a Mansion Hill. But as soon as that done, you will become the mayor. So let's see what is going to happen.
Well, Shaka, I will tell you something. I feel the business, you know. But I'm glad the people of Portland have stood up.
Yes.
No, we can say Titchfield is not at risk of being sold. The compound is not at risk to be sold to any private individuals. The historic school will stay where it is.
Well, you know,
we're not at risk of having Navy Island cut up and sell up to the big players.
Well, you know, we have plans
And
for Navy
Boston
Island
Beach
that will
remain.
benefit the entire country.
Yes, man, and Boston Beach will remain for the people. You know?
Yes.
When I saw that thing where she talk about who want Boston Beach, I don't understand what she was saying, but I'll leave it to her.
Yeah, yeah. Time will tell.
But it was shocking. Let me tell you some shocker before I leave. I have lost. I believed Jamaica's democracy was growing and was robust. But based on what I have seen and what I am seeing, EOJ is severely compromised.
Well, we need to fix that. And now that the PNP have a stronger voice in the parliament, I certainly hope they will call for the independence of the EOJ and the ECJ.
Because if what I hear about where they say the Prime Minister caused voting to stop in the constituency, that can't be right. The Prime Minister at the time is a candidate.
Right.
In an authority. And I will tell you the shocker. I saw some things with my own eyes. The voting was hard. But it's a shocker. You know, the voting was designed to turn off people.
I think so
the
too.
The voting process was so slow and tedious. See people waiting in line 2.5 hours to vote in a basket.
Yeah. And you have to wonder now if those were deliberate tactics.
Those were deliberate tactics. But there's one thing I can tell you. If I were the PMP, is that seat that road I make Crawford retain?
Yeah.
That requires serious investigation. Is that seat to that girl in Tova Hamilton retain? Rhoda May, Tova, Crystal Lee, Central Kingston. So when I see they need to get some serious look at Chaka.
Well, if you have the info, you have to have info to challenge. And I'm trying to get Paul Buchanan because he promised me that he would come talk to me this evening and give us some of the information on what went on.
Make it make sense before I go. Make it make sense. 87 bucks to go. 87 bucks gone. 18 bucks to go.
Yes.
4,800 plus. And 4,700 plus. Then 18 further boxes were counted. And one man get 2,600 plus vote, while the next man get only 92 vote.
Well, you have strong areas, you know. Remember, I think it's hold on, man. Yeah. Angela Brownberg get 8,000 hard and our opponent get 500 hard, you know, brother.
Yes, good. But what I'm saying to you, Shaka,
Mark Golden got 9,000 change while his opponent get 1,000 little bit.
Yeah, but I'm going to say something to you, Shaka. This constituency does not demonstrate that type of pattern
We
in
know
front
that.
of is historical. That pattern don't exist in this constituency. What you normally find, Shaka, is when they come out at Seabright Garden and it is what? Seabright, Mullines, and Olympic.
I think so, yeah.
The Prime Minister would have come out and then they would have say so the PMP normally win Mullines, but the Prime Minister would come out.
So Patrick Roberts is the councillor for the Mullines division, right?
Yes.
And the other two divisions are GLP divisions.
Yeah, but so they would come out like one 1,500 vote in another one, or 1,18 or 1,200 vote in a sieve, right? And then come out with 1,200 or 1,400 in an Olympic. And then those two will now normally combine and get 2,500 win, Shaka.
And Mullines is the biggest division in the constituency.
Those 18 boxes don't constitute a division.
No.
The man get, you get what I'm saying? To see, and normally the PMP will get good support. I mean, good. I mean, even 800 or 700 or 500 in one of those areas, Shaka.
Wrap up.
92 vote.
Well, we're trying to get Paul Buchanan to explain some of it for us. All right, so we talk again.
I want to hear it, man. I want to hear it, Shaka. We'll talk, brother. And congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much, sir. 876-804-7073. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bell.
Yes, Sam. Wagwan.
Mr. Bell, what would you classify as a politician legacy in a constituency?
What would I classify as a politician legacy? Some kind of institution, some kind of extraordinary job creation, educational infrastructure, those kind of things, something that will drive the economy, that will see people living a better life, ensuring that we have food security, those kind of things.
Okay, sir. So when a person patch a road that was built 20 or 50 years ago, is that a legacy?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Let me tell you 3 things that are not legacies, that I would not attribute no legacy to. Water, road, and light. Those are the basic amenities.
Well, a road could be a legacy, if there was no road.
If it's a new road you build. If you build a new road.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, that could be a legacy. But if you patch a road, or resurface a road, that can't be a legacy.
No. So like Highway 2000 would be a legacy.
Right. Or if there is a new road built from, say, St. Mary, St. Anne's Bay, cut out the old road, bypass the town of
Port Maria. Bypass Port Maria, maybe Nata Bay. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a legacy. Right? But if you come to a road already built and it deteriorates and you bring it back to life, that can't be a legacy. So I see the people on TikTok and YouTube at a Maria legacy. So I asked one, name me the health center she built, name the school she built, name the new road she built, name me a school where she built, name me a training center she built, name me a complete 14 center she built. And then can't tell me.
No, she not build nothing like that. But understand that she was just MP for 6 years, though,
But Portia Prime Shop here and she build a school.
Yeah, man. Portia is exceptional,
Yeah. Other MP was serve a term already and build 2 health center in the constituency.
Let me tell you something. I remember when the children from Happy Grove, Fear Prospect, was getting home at midnight The MP did nothing about it. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never hear her upon it. When I was out there on radio station, TV, championing the cause for the children, we heard nothing from Anne-Marie Vaz. In fact, they behave like they never know.
Yeah.
You know, so there are some serious deficiencies that was taking place here in East Portland that some people are going like we should be happy about. No.
I meet Mr. Bloomfield one time when I was helping organization, a charity organization, publicity with giving building computer lab in school.
Yeah.
And Fair Prospect School was the second school that got a 27 computer lab center.
Fair Prospect.
Fair Prospect.
Yeah.
I was the PR. I was the PR for that organization. The first school they give was Islington School, high school.
Yeah.
And they give them a computer lab with 20 computers, projector and everything. And they also give them a lab for mechanic. They also give them a cricket pitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next school was Port Antonio. God, the person was for the lower schools them.
Yeah.
Would get it. Once you are traditional high school, you couldn't get it, right? And that's why I meet Mr. Bloomfield, right? And he was so impressed with that thing. Tell me what happened to that? How is that lab going at Fair Prospect?
I'm not sure about the lab at Fair Prospect. I know the one at Port Antonio is in tip-top shape. They have changed out the desktop now. It's all laptop in there. So I couldn't speak to the one at Fair Prospect right now, but I know the one at Port Antonio.
Prospect, when Mr. Bloomfield died, because it's like around 6 months or 7 months for him dying, you know, that lab was put in Fair Prospect.
Since Isaac Buchanan came to Portland, he has adopted the Fair Prospect High School. So
I need to ask, can you check on that status of that lab?
Yeah, man,
I still in contact with the person that put everything in that lab. That lab costs a few dollars well.
All right, Sam. I will check on it and let you know.
Man.
Thanks for the call.
Yeah, man.
876-804-7072 305-654-7944. My name is Colin Bell. This is the Colin Bell Show live on Caribbean Radio 97.9 HD4 right across Florida. Check us out. Yeah, man. And I beg you like, beg you follow on my TikTok now, please. My TikTok page is Shaka Fame at TikTok. Beg you follow upon it. And if you have not yet, check out my YouTube channel. It's Portland Spice TV at YouTube. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Good evening.
Yeah, blessing, man. Ready?
Good. Go ahead.
Yeah. I have 3 points.
Yeah.
I heard that in I think it's in the Essential where Raymond Price run.
Yeah.
There's some ballot there that they said that it was a spoiler.
Hold on, Comrade Paul. You ready for me? All right, caller, let me call me back because I have Comrade Paul Buchanan on the line now. So I'm going to take that interview and then I'll come right back to you. Then you can call me back, all right? Cool. But we're going to do this interview with Comrade Buchanan. Yeah, man. All right, so we'll do this. So we have Comrade Paul Buchanan on the line. Comrade Buchanan, good evening.
How are you doing? Good evening.
I am doing well. My listeners have been anticipating you, sir. Welcome to Caribbean Radio HD4. Yeah, man. Caribbean Radio 97.9. We are the biggest radio station in Florida. Cover most of Florida from Miami all the way up to Jacksonville. Yes, so you run against the Prime Minister, and we are hearing on the ground that you will be filing an election petition because you are not pleased about the running of the election on the day in your constituency. Tell us some of the things you're not pleased with.
There would have been a multitude of irregularities.
Yeah.
Let us back up. Let us start from the beginning.
All right.
Because it's important that you understand the seat.
Yes.
And if we don't go to the beginning, we will not grasp what happened on election day. So Andrew Holness came to power with a petition against Dr. Warren Blake in 1997, where he claimed Dr. Blake's vote was highly spiked. In other words, the history of the seat didn't support the numbers that Dr. Blake had gotten, and he was awarded the seat. He had won 5 times after that.
So hold on, the court awarded him the seat?
Yes, they awarded him the seat. Right? And it went to appeal, and he was awarded the seat also. Justice Parnell, I think, was the person who took the final decision.
Yes.
I don't think it was an appeal. I think it was a petition.
Mm.
But what happened here is that for 5 straight elections, Andrew Holness prevailed. This election came on the back of the IC rulings,
yes,
which takes it to another zone beyond economic questions in terms of the economy, beyond the pale of normal politics. This would be personal in terms of the consequences, because you would have known that he would have been referred by the director of the criminal proceedings that they would have begun coming out of the IC, that the director would have ruled that investigations and that score would have begun, and it was repeated many times during the campaign. So this was a campaign of serious consequences, where you are being investigated for illicit enrichment.
Yeah.
So a lot was at stake. I was asked by our party leader and Jen Swick to go there.
Yes.
Went there, and from day one, there was a lot of difficulty. I would have been robbed. I would have lost my gun in the robbery. I would have been nearly came to death's door. They bashing on another occasion. They stole a new brand product from me. Yes, ma'am. And they bashing one of my cars, the windscreen. They stole about 2 7-seater, but we got them back. By using technology, we got back those.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of incidents of intimidation and threats to my life, all sorts of things before election day. So you must understand the stakes were high.
The stakes were high.
So coming into election day, and a little before that, you would have seen Andrew Holness, who built one police station at Bay Farm and Olympic Way. One Dege, where the little people call Dege police station.
One Dege.
Yeah. In 27 years, him start lick down all sorts of zinc fence and put up black wall down a Cockburn pen and do everything. Right? All of a sudden, a desperate man
Yeah.
So I just lay the base for the desperation and the giving out of over 300 tablets and anything you can think of.
Because you were of the opinion that you were going to beat him.
Yes. My canvas showed me numbers akin to what A.J. Nicholson would have gotten in 1993, somewhere in the region of 11,000.
11,000?
Yes, that's what my canvas was showing.
Uh-huh.
But in particular, 7,000, 6,670 in the Mullines division, which is one of the biggest divisions in the constituency. So understand the numbers now. The constituency have 33,000 voters.
So is that 33,000 voters on the voters list?
33,000. 8,000 in Sebright, 11,000 in Olympic, and 13,400 in Mullines, where my stronghold or the PNP stronghold lies.
So the PNP stronghold is the Mullines division.
He would have been stronger in Olympic, and in Sebright would have been the battleground. The long and short of this election day, we have not yet seen the Mullines vote. The Mullines outturn is less than our worst performance even in the parish council. What we are alleging is that there is wholesale or across the board corruption. That means there is alliances between PNP and JLP inside the boxes.
Oh?
And as a result, there is that kind of concurrence that is going on. As a result, we are not seeing the numbers. And certainly people the whole stations are being bought out. That is what you are seeing.
So what you mean when you said you don't see the Mullines votes yet? What do you mean by that?
Mullines would have been putting out, we should have been achieving somewhere in the region of 6,000 to 7,000. All we got an election day, despite all of the obvious signs of merrymaking and celebration with people coming from abroad. Everybody admit that the vote boxes vote out on Mullines. And at the end of the day, all you are seeing is 2,600 votes. That has never occurred since adult suffrage in that division.
So you're saying that the Mullines division... Hold on.
Corruption came.
Hold on, Sir Buchanan.
Yes.
You're saying in the Mullines division, you only got 2,000 and change?
Yes.
And normally you would get like how much?
Well, even Patrick at his lowest would be getting 3,900, or that is in the past. The general trend is about maybe about 4,000. And the stakes were high this time. I was turning out bigger crowds. And a popular candidate down there. No, we have not seen the Mullines. I was expecting out of the 7,000 that we had projected, that would at least get 5,000.
Out of the Mullines division alone?
Yeah, out of Mullines division, that's 13,000 votes. I challenge them to come up with not 2,000. This is unprecedented.
How many did the Prime Minister get in that division?
What?
How many votes did Andrew Wellness get in the Mullines division in this election?
He must get about 1,000. His vote in the Mullines division remained as a straight line. In other words, it didn't go down, it didn't go up.
Right.
It played true to form.
Right.
What happened is that we have not seen our votes yet.
So
So
should we take it that there was some voter suppression in the Mullines division?
The voter suppression, whether boxes were switched, whatever. I haven't gotten a chance to examine the pink slips yet because we have only gotten some. All sorts of across the board concurrence on this issue. And we have to get to the bottom of it.
So what are the complaints that you will be going to the court with?
No, because I don't want to lay out that in the but certainly the level of intimidation,
yes,
the level of violence at compound where one man was beating up the OJ security, boxing him up because he wasn't playing game with him. The slow counting, which I guess was part of the pattern throughout the day. Elsewhere also, in Mullines, it was very effective. At St. Mary's, at Jews Avenue, I was getting panic call. What is this? What is this, Mr. Buchanan? I'm in the line for over 2 hours and I can't get to vote. These lines we had up there, line, long line. And, you know, this whole thing is a joke.
There's a report. There's a report that at 5 o'clock at some polling station, people was in the line and was not allowed to vote. Did that happen in your case?
I don't want to speak loosely because this is not a desperate man seeking to go to Parliament. I've been there already. I don't miss anything. I want to be fair to all sides, or to my side, and to get at the truth. The democracy must not only be done, it must appear to have been done. Certainly it did not appear that way. In the morning, Andrew Wallace and his 2 SWAT cars was all over the place. The SWAT cars with this big SWAT all over the place in itself is intimidating. You go into a station, you overstay your time, you and the people them have their little confrontation, vote stop, counting stop. You go up a Mall Road, which fell off for the People's National Party. And the same thing. People were accusing you of neglecting that. The school in which it is, that school at Taylor Basic in the Olympic division is closed down now. And the people are taking him on. Apparently, he never liked that.
Mm.
And when he leave the station, he sent back a police team, and that again led to a temporary cessation of voting. So it wasn't a good day for democracy in the city.
Why would that stop the voting if police is in the area?
Why what?
Why would that, the cause of police in the area, why would that stop voting?
Well, when he came out, apparently he was very upset at how the people confronted him. And when he was leaving, he sent back some police. And in a scenario like that, voting would be stopped. You have police outside, you have excitement. People are suffering from outside because police will just come in with them hands up in the air, you know. Them come in with them come with them long gun around the place. A little old lady who come to vote.
Yeah.
Elderly people who come to vote. They're gonna stick around with that. Them going on them yard.
Wow.
Them don't love Mr. Buchanan so much. Make we just be real. I mean, that is a scenario that we have to face. So we have that. We have boxes taking some perilous path, not the approved courier route that they should take the boxes. You have boxes over Tower Hill at 10 o'clock in the night, which can be indoor or outdoor. Can feel comfortable out there. They can't sign off on nothing. Nothing.
So
you have a strong of GLP. And even in a non-election day, walking up and down outside that school, much less an election night, and you have to go through them. You sign out your life. So that is the kind of scenario. We're talking in 10 o'clock, and everybody else going at the coast and I watch TV from, and you are over there. And that is what I'm talking about.
So why the counting took so long?
This is unique in Jamaica.
Why?
In fact, let me just talk a little about the tower. Tower, we are talking, because we have to be very clear. You're talking about a constituency that recorded the highest rate of murders in the country. 50 murders up at last month alone there. For years, that constituency has been stained with the cycle of gun violence. You understand? So you have not the little students that get 11-1 in CXC. They are not the heroes. The heroes you hear about are the bad man then.
Yeah.
The shatter them.
Yeah.
These are the names that are called. The children graduates have to give different address. Not address down there because they don't want to be part of the state and brighten their chances to get a little job. That constituency is not blessed with a member of parliament who is supposed to be the prime minister of Jamaica and making it a model. The schools are not equipped. They are not equipped with the technology infrastructure. Yes, and the equipment to meet the challenges of the new technology that is coming all over, that is unfolding throughout the world.
So wait, what you are saying, that the Prime Minister's constituency is not a model constituency?
That is not even in question or in doubt. Everybody know CMP, like you, not coming correct, but now that tower and them place. So nobody comes there. What are we talking about? You crazy? I have not gotten one of my colleagues to come down there. Not one. The only person that comes. The Region 3 chairman will come to a few of our meetings.
Yeah.
And the party leader came twice. He came at my presentation and we did a walk when the people got flooded out at a place called Niggas Gully during burial. I was there 2 o'clock in the morning when Jamaica was sleeping. I was with my people.
Yeah.
In the hurricane. That's the kind of representation that I've given them. Yeah, the Carl Thompson Basic School that is closed down for 15 years. And nothing. I had to come and rebuild it along with assistance from Rootstone and Horton.
How long have you been in that constituency, Sir Buck?
Yeah. What about that? What is that?
How long have you been in that constituency?
Let's call it 11 months, huh? 11 months. And he has been there for 28 years now. You understand? And I've done nothing. And I match my record in West Rural St. Andrew, where I was the MP against his, my 4 years against his 28 years. We built the highway out to Sligoville. I built 5 IT training centers. We built 3 health centers. We built 2 schools during my 4.5 years up at West Rural.
Yeah.
We built the new Reading School. Yes. We built 3 bridges. We do a whole heap of work. We have done none.
So tell me.
No track record there.
So tell us now.
Can't find any.
Tell us now. What will happen going forward?
Well, of course, the lawyers. It is the time of the lawyer, and we are providing our lawyers with evidence.
Yeah.
Of course, with intimidation, people might not want to come forward. So we have people who are strong enough and courageous enough to come forward. I myself kind of provide that.
Yes.
Because, they have come at me so much time. I stand up to them every time.
Yeah.
So they know it won't be. I'm not afraid. I'm going forward. We are preparing our petition for the constituted authority.
Mm-hmm.
And we will be vigorous in laying out the case. The lawyers will be vigorous in laying out the case. We either want a rerun in Mullines or a rerun in the entire constituency. And that is what we are going for. We don't want to be handed nothing.
And you're saying that there are precedents. there are precedents in law for that?
Well, you must remember that where I started, and the whole came to power on a petition that says the votes in a particular area was out of whack with precedent and historical data.
Mm-hmm.
Fully out of whack the claim. In the case of Mullines, we are seeing numbers, depression of numbers not recorded since, well, not even since. From adult suffrage when we started voting to now, we have never recorded this kind of numbers in the Mullines division. It is lower than even the parish council numbers.
So you can say that something is
like a sword come against democracy.
Something is definitely wrong.
Yes, so but along with all the irregularities that we'll be pointing out, understand, to the courts, we will ask for a finding in our case.
And when will this be filed? This week, next week?
We have 14 days.
You have 14 days in which to file.
14 days and 5 have gone already.
So you're getting ready to file.
Yeah, we're about to file.
Well, the world, Sir Paul Buchanan, the world is watching this one, because it is no ordinary politician. You're talking about the Prime Minister going into his third term under another cloud of suspicion. That don't look good.
But you saw me leading him down the stretch, Shaka.
Yes, we all saw you in the lead, and everybody was like, watch this now. What is going to happen here? And the thing stuck for about 2 hours. We heard nothing.
We saw it in real time.
Yes.
So, let us finish the game, hands down, because certainly he doesn't want to, he would not, well, I can't speak for him, but one should not want to go forward with that kind of cloud over their victory, if victory it is. So, not to the end of time, man will be satisfied with what they saw.
Yeah.
So, and let us start the game again.
And
so that if we want a clean bill of health, then he can do that. But I have said from the beginning, cannot beat me in a fair democratic way.
Well, let the court decide and take its course.
Okay, my friend.
All right, Sir Buck. Thanks for the time.
Good.
Blessings. Comrade Paul Buchanan, the man who went up against Prime Minister Andrew Holness, and he's convinced that if the election was free and fair and free of fear, he would have been the winner. Well, he says that he's taking it to the court where these things are dealt with, and we wait to see the salvation. This man is confident that Andrew Holness would not have beaten him. And then we hear all kind of dopey story. All kind of dopey stories out there. So he gave you the foundation that it was court that Andrew Holness went to in his first term to get the seat because he cited irregularities. I wonder if the same knife where stick sheep is about to stick goat. Want to say good evening to the people in the chat room at Caribbean Radio. Sister Maxine, Sister Tanya, Mr. Omar earlier, Sister Maxine. Bless upon yourself, man. Happy to have you in the chat room. We'll go back to the phone lines. 876-804-7072. You can call us straight or call me on WhatsApp. If you are overseas, the Caribbean Radio line is 305-654-7944. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show on Caribbean Radio, 97.9 HD4. Junior!
How you do?
You heard the man.
You read Dr. Paul's book?
Which one?
The one on his dissertation. He's a PhD, you know?
No, I didn't.
It's Dr. Paul Buchanan in the name, you know?
No, this man, Dr. Paul Buchanan. Oh, you mean no, I didn't read it. No.
Yeah, Zimbabwe. Him have a book on his doctoral dissertation.
Yeah.
Came out a good while ago.
Okay. No, I didn't read it.
Yeah. He's a bright boy, you know.
Yes, man. I know he's a brilliant man.
Yeah, man.
Brilliant.
Man. Now, you realize exactly how life stay. We were talking about it yesterday.
Yes.
This thing is properly planned, you know.
I know. Hold on, Junior. Hold on. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Sucker, big up yourself, man.
Hold the line. You're next. Hold on for me. Yeah, Junior, continue.
The other thing, I heard your friend talking about him wife and why him wife lost, right? Now, let us look on the lagoon. He said the lagoon do affect him wife and the result of the voting.
Because they did well in the Fiery division.
The movement of people in the lagoon, it must create a problem. The other thing too, how him do mention the Boston jerk, what you normally have every year down there.
The Boston Jerk Festival.
Boston Jerk Festival. That wouldn't affect the voting.
Of course, it affects them. It affects them so much.
The amount of people that annoyed because them never get no sales with what them would normally sell.
But you heard a young man call yesterday evening and he said that a lady said she have all her seasoning upon her veranda same way because Jerk Festival never keep to sell the seasoning.
But Colin, the seasoning is someone me know enough.
Yeah.
We see a man what wear glasses about an inch thick. What used to grind the pepper to make this sauce down there, you know.
Yes. Yes.
The man glasses thicker than anything where you can believe on his glass, you know.
Yeah.
So I can understand how the people were affected by the Jerk Festival. So I can't believe that Darrell never understands that would affect him wife.
Well, you see,
people would be annoyed.
They take people for granted and believe that they can push anything on people and people just take it and move right along. The people of East Portland are a bit different from the people of Western Portland. Because the people of Western Portland have been taking it for so long. No development in West Portland, no institution, nothing for the people to earn from. The little coffee, the price drop under the GLP government. So I don't know. But them expect the people of East Portland to be under the same, I don't know if are the same Guzumar bandage.
You have to remember, you know, you always a house slave, you know. It's a house slave mentality, you know.
Yeah.
You have some people, they will boast about what you, the boss, have, you know. But boss have a yacht, a boss have a nice car, and Maserati.
A whole heap of people stay so.
Yeah, man. They feel hyped about it, and they do have nothing.
Them not talk about where them have or what them want.
No. And if you remember, you know, the PNP lost the 2016 election because they came to the people and they told the people you need education, agriculture, and you need to have renewables. And the Labour Party told the people all them need is mackerel and saltfish and flour. And they win.
Yeah.
Come back 2020. The PNP say you want education, you want agriculture, and you want renewables again. And the Labour Party tell the people all they want is flour and mackerel.
No,
and
man.
They win
no.
again.
2020, they tell them Clarks.
Oh,
Clarks.
Yeah, and the Clarks too. And
Clarks. Yes. Clarks
This
was what won that
election,
election.
This election, the PNP come back again and tell the people the same thing. You need education, agriculture, renewables, and sports and entertainment to build the economy.
DJ Shane.
Go there and tell them that all them want is 1 pound of flour and little bit of mackerel. And you're all right.
And we will double minimum wage. It's minimum wage They must say we'll double minimum wage. So we're not going to make you have maximum earning. It's the minimum wage we're going to sort out for you.
But remember, who earn minimum wage?
Eh?
Who earn minimum wage?
Who earn it?
Not
the poor people are less fortunate.
That's why they don't want to build no school. If you don't build school, you only can pay minimum wage.
Yeah.
But if you build school and educate people, you won't get no vote.
Yeah, because people will have more knowledge and more critical thinking to move them ahead.
Look at the history of the Labour Party in Jamaica. The 80s were the days no school once and no building.
No.
When they came back with Bruce Goldie, them build school?
Not sure, I don't think so.
When they come back on the Andrew, some school and build.
Tell her!
So every time them in power, them don't be nothing to do with education, you know.
No.
Because I Buster say education can't have.
Yeah, saltfish.
Right.
Little
and
more.
It's the same mentality. We talk.
Bless up, Junior. 876-804-7072. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Caribbean Radio, 97.9 HD4. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man. What go on there, Colin?
My day, I know, brother. Where you say?
Big up yourself, man, and big up your listeners.
Yes, Caution. Big
All
up.
right, a few things I want to touch, you see.
Yeah.
Number one is how the PMP had so much people at the rallies, but yet still our voter turnout was 38%.
How many people you think was at the biggest rally? The one in Crossroads? Or the one in Sam Sharp Square?
I don't know the numbers, but it was quite a lot.
Yeah, but when you talk about a lot, maybe 10 to 15,000, that is one constituency.
Right.
So that can use to determine how much vote you're going to get. Because
well, I know that.
Overall, I think we get what? 398,000 votes. The GLP get 400,000.
Yeah. So, but nevertheless, I think a lot of PMP stayed in for what reason I don't know. You know, so as a party, we need to try to find out, were these people not numerated? Were these people were just following the crowd?
One of the things you have to realize, though, you have a whole heap of Jamaicans, you know, who just don't vote.
But Colin, I personally think that the voters were suppressed and some illegal thing took place over the island.
I'm not going to tell you that is not so. Nadia, you're sure? But Nadia is saying that the PNP got 403,000 votes. How many did the GLP got, Nadia? The figures that I saw election night is the ones I'm referring to. I still don't have the official figures yet. I'm waiting on those.
All right. And again, Colin, I personally, remember I say no, I personally, I am not saying you're sure. I personally believe, don't have any confidence in the EOJ.
Well, at this stage, I lost confidence as well. I think the EOJ needs to be independent of any government ministry. And worse so, it is said that the EOJ is under the one of the ministry of the Prime Minister. Because you know the Prime Minister is a minister of a whole heap of things. So Adam is saying that the GLP got 410,000 votes to the PNP 403,000.
Right. I think they had 10,000 votes more.
The GLP?
Yes, I think so.
What they are sending me here is about 7,000 more.
Well, the numbers I saw, it was 10,000.
Oh, okay.
10,000 more. All right. I lost confidence in the EOJ when the local government election ran.
When they couldn't determine the seats.
Exactly. And the Prime Minister wife spent most of our time there during the counting hours.
Where? At the EOJ office?
At the EOJ office.
Why would she need to? In this election or the local government election?
The local government election, man.
Oh.
Remember, I think one seat was there that was very close.
Yes.
Yeah, man, and she went down there during that time.
Okay, one of her
seats.
One of the seats where she lost.
Yes, so I lose confidence in them, and I think some in Jamaican terms some hanky-panky take place. You know.
Well,
so,
you see, there are things that we must sort out. In fact, one of the report coming out is that there were people that was in line at 5 o'clock and they were not allowed to vote. Now, anywhere that happened, that election need to run over.
Exactly.
Anywhere that happened.
Exactly. And I think the Prime Minister have too much power in this country. You understand? I think him have too much power. He's too close to too much people.
Well, in this country, the Constitution need to fix a lot of those. And one of them that I think that the Constitution need to fix is that no sitting Prime Minister should be doing personal business or should be operating his companies while sitting as Prime Minister. That needs to stop forthwith.
Definitely. No business. None
at all.
Once you become Prime Minister, no other business.
No other business. You cannot have a Prime Minister, a hustle and a juggle while him a Prime Minister. And him wife who is a MP and the Speaker of the House also involved in real estate while the Ministry of Housing comes under her husband. All of them are something they're ugly like ghosts.
And the next thing you say, brother, just like in the public sector, no close relative can work in the public sector in a particular office.
Right, and even
it should also happen in the Prime Minister in the government of Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Cronyism and nepotism must be stamped out.
So therefore, no wife and husband can be in government. Shouldn't.
Why? It's ugly.
You understand?
But even if they are, because let's say they get married while they are there, or even if you allow it, but to be operating businesses that comes under their jurisdiction, competing against average citizens, should not be entertained.
Right.
And there must be new legislation to stop that.
And we're not going to see it. We're not going to see it over the next 5 years.
Well, we can try.
And I tell you this Prime Minister, when he was going in government, he was going in there to be corrupt. The reason I said this, remember they wanted to take this legislation into Parliament that no Parliament business could be released until 70 years.
Yeah, he wanted to do that.
The man had corruption in his mind from that time. Yeah, why would you want that to happen if you never have a corrupt intention?
To hide any decision for 70 years.
For 70 years.
Yeah. That was not.
It
was not allowed though, and that's a good thing that was not allowed to go through.
And I glad the PMP have a strong opposition to block all of these rubbish and these corrupt practice that they usually do.
Well, one other thing I want to see the PNP do now is to bring the necessary legislation to Parliament to make the necessary changes that are needed.
Well, I don't know if they can do that.
Yeah, man, they can bring the motion, them must go through, but when you bring the motion and the government stop it, then when it comes up to an election campaign, those are things that you put on the table to show the people that these are the things that the government stop. But you know my biggest concern though, Caution, you know my biggest concern going forward now is the lack of growth of the economy that we have had over the last 9 years. We have had a government who have failed to grow the economy that is now back in charge. What is going to happen? That is my biggest concern. How will they grow the Jamaican economy?
Just before you run, let me tell you my biggest concern. My biggest concern is that Jamaican people will not hold corrupt politicians accountable. You understand?
Yes, yes.
Because Jamaican people was holding corrupt politicians accountable. These corrupt politicians could not have been back in parliament.
That is true, but you did hear Andrew say him no want no opposition to hold him accountable. Him having people them will vote for him to hold him accountable.
But just before me run, you notice what them do? Them try to break down the education system so we have more dunce people in our country. And this is what they wanted to do. So people them dunce so them have no reasoning ability.
Then if you want to turn people in a fool and tell them all kind of foolishness all the time, what you think you're going to do? Keep them dunce.
Right. And so when election time come now, them jump up and vote for you still. Anyway, big up yourself and big up your callers listening.
Blessings, my brother. One love. Thanks for the call. If you're just joining us, this is the Colin Bell Show. We are live on Caribbean Radio HD. Yeah, man. Caribbean Radio 97.9 HD4. Right across Florida. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Good evening, Mr. Colin Bell.
Welcome. Good evening.
Yes. Andrew Holness has ravaged his constituency. He has left the people in severe poverty and destruction. And under normal circumstances, he wouldn't have won the election. So I agree with Paul Buchanan that he should challenge Andrew Holness because the people no longer needed him. Listen, even Olympic Way, which was a vibrant economic hub, the man has destroyed the place. A lot of entertainment, food, and all of that was on that block. And it was busy. And all of that was destroyed by Andrew Holness. He is a danger to the constituency
but
and
why,
the entire Jamaica.
Why would you say Andrew destroyed it? What is the reason why Olympic Way is not buzzing again?
Because he doesn't care about the people. He's not spending his constituency development fund in the area to improve lives and infrastructure. He's not doing nothing for the people.
Oh, you're that far and know so much.
When you see a prime minister could hardly win back his seat, you must know that he's no good.
Well,
and
it was a struggle.
Did Patrick Roberts support Paul Buchanan?
Did Patrick Roberts? Yeah, man, definitely.
You sure about that? Because I saw him and Jones celebrating on election day.
Nah, man, you see them a show 2 clocks? I look on clocks.
Yes, and even this time around also.
That was not election day. But you have to remember, say,
I don't trust Patrick Roberts, you know. That guy would sell his mother's
No.
I
don't agree with you. I don't agree with you.
Well, why is it that so many problems was experienced in the Mullines Road division by Paul Buchanan?
Well,
that's an area that Patrick Roberts should have secured entirely. He didn't have Paul Buchanan's interests at heart.
No, you can't just say that without you know something, brother.
Paul Buchanan is a brilliant man. I have read his book. He is a highly educated man. Andrew Holness cannot walk in that man's shoe.
I know that Paul is a brilliant man.
Just using criminality to pursue his political career and enrich himself.
All right, caller.
And I hope that he will be successful in the courts.
All right, caller. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. You see, sometimes we have with speculation. But we can't bring certain speculation into the public that we have no evidence towards. We have to be careful and make certain we know what we are saying. Turn off your instrument in the background for me. You're going to get a delay. You have to listen to me on your phone. Good evening and welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We are live on Caribbean Radio 97.9 HD4. Go ahead.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Bell. I'm at work. This is Stephen Elicker time. Just to say, Northeast St. Catherine, that seat need to be counted over.
Northeast St. Catherine, that's what? Raymond Price versus Orlando Thurlock?
No, Miss Higgins and Terencia.
Oh, Miss Higgins and Terencia Morrison.
Right.
But how much Terencia?
Terencia know what she did. So They need to call for that seat back.
That, well, you need to tell the candidate because only the candidate can request that. And if the candidate doesn't see reasons to do that request, then they're not going to do it.
Okay,
Was
Mr.
there
Bell.
spoiled ballots or anything like that?
No, nothing like that. Something
okay.
more serious than that, but
Well, the
you know what she
candidate
did.
the candidate have to make the call. We can't make the call upon radio.
Okay.
All right. All right, thanks much. You see, there are lots of speculation with the election. Chris.
Well, answer, my friend.
Well, go on, my brother.
Well, we dissect the result of this thing, yeah.
Yes.
And I think we have to go back to come forward, Colin.
Boy, it's sad though.
Norman Manley advocated for adult suffrage for Jamaicans. But them go with the man who tell them, say, saltfish better than education.
Saltfish better than scholarship.
Yes. Michael Manley come and say, we're going to free education for lifting up and so you can be free people and think for yourself. That wasn't good enough for them. Them love them belly, Colin.
Yes.
We love with belly and people can't get to it with belly because there's a thing called sacrifice,
Yeah.
Everybody who's successful in anything will tell you the main ingredient is sacrifice to get to the other side.
Yes.
Yes. And we don't want to sacrifice. We want the thing today.
Well,
we want now.
I like tell people, you say, Chris, that if slavery was now, we wouldn't be free.
I tell you, I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, man. If slavery was now, we would not be free. We don't have enough people who are willing to sacrifice themselves for the freedom of others. No.
What I wanted, the reason I wanted Mark Golden to win is mainly because of the issue of education and obviously transparency and bring back some integrity to government. Those issues was the main reason I wanted Mark Golden to win.
Those are some of mine, but one of my main concerns for this island is the lack of economic growth.
Yes, but you know what, Colin? The United States, as we speak, is headed into a recession. We only had 25,000 jobs created last month, last quarter.
Chris,
so we are sliding.
Just the mention of that mash up Jamaica,
Of course. So this is, and it might be even worse because these things take a couple months to gather the information. So we are here in the United States. We are basically on a pin's head. We can tilt over into a recession anytime, right?
Yeah.
And we depend. Our main thing in Jamaica is remittance.
Yes.
Without remittance, if remittance even go down 500 million or anything close to that, Jamaica is really going to be in a pinch. What Mark Golden was saying, listen, make we start cut back on what we're spending on food. Make we start deal with the issue of energy. These are fundamental to growing an economy.
Yeah, man.
But you
energy is critical because right now we are paying 40 odd cents per kilowatt hour, up from 23 cents under the PNP in 2016. And I hear a man talk about him want to negotiate the JPS deal. What good deal has you ever negotiated for the Jamaican people, Darrell? The 110 old bus for $1.4 billion? Tell us the good deal that you have ever negotiated for this country that you are now saying that you want to negotiate that JPS deal.
Colin, all I can tell you, my friend, is this. We missed a golden opportunity.
I think so too.
And I know it in the bottom of my belly because, Colin, I have been poor and I have money. I know what it takes to create wealth.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everything I hear Mark Golden say is factual. You can't both say you have a car when you don't produce nothing from that car. You're just a bossy slave.
That is what they are. Bossy slave.
Okay. You're running around, you're spending $2 billion on food, you're planting nothing to feed yourself, you don't export anything, and you're acting like you're doing something, my friend.
Our
All
export,
you're doing,
our export cannot even buy just the food, much less the oil
exactly.
that we are importing. And a lot of people don't
I
see
mean,
that.
but Colin, people, I was talking to a good friend of mine, and, we're both going over, and he's in not the construction, but in construction supply business. And
Yeah.
him tell me that all them buildings in Montego Bay and Kingston, half of them is maybe drugs money.
And a lot of them going to be empty soon.
Yeah. Because it's just money laundering. A lot of that building, the whole building thing is money laundering. So, what we have a shiny thing, but behind it, them said the emperor have no clothes. Look at the basic things, Colin, the construct of the economy. We are not exporting anything. We are spending more than we're earning by far. How is that even sustainable as a country?
Way far more we are importing than we are exporting. Our export cannot even buy the food to fill your belly. And then the United Nations said that 55% of Jamaica are experiencing food insecurity, meaning there is more than half of the population that cannot feed themselves properly.
But I tell you, Colin, I don't know what Marcus guy would say if him come back, because it's 100 odd years since him gone. And I tell you, I don't know if we make much progress in terms of our mental development as a people. I think it would be very shocked at where we are, because this illusion that we have that we're making progress, it's just an illusion. We're pitting them can't read and write, and we buy everything we need from everybody. We don't produce and export anything. How can you call that? Economic success? It's craziness,
brother. It's the
all
biggest.
Right, friend, right?
It's the big. Thank you, Chris. The biggest failure of Andrew Holness for the last 9 years is the failure to grow the Jamaican economy. Sure, man. What go on?
You expect things from 2012 till now are going to be the same. Things must raise up.
What you say?
What you want to talk about electricity $20 and left it and $40?
You know that Jamaica paying the highest electricity bill in the English-speaking Caribbean?
We know that. What cost on your government?
No, brother. When my government left it, it was 23 cents US per kilowatt hour. Your government add on 20 cents on that. It is now 45 cents US.
2012, how much things raised?
Brother, tell me what have you done? Tell me what have your government done to keep down the cost of electricity? Tell me one thing that they have done.
The bad contract with Philip Paul will sign cause it.
Sure, man.
Why are going to change it?
Sure, man. I don't really have no time for waste with foolishness, Me just talk to you because you see, you're a man where we learn. Let me tell you something, sure, man. It is the same contract JPS have now that they add under the PNP. What the PNP was doing then was adding renewable energy to the grid to ease the oil price. So the PNP had a Wickton wind farm that had, I don't remember how much kilowatt hour that add to the grid. We put in 3 solar farms. Since the GLP has been to power, they have added 0 renewable to the grid. Is last year, they put out the first tender to add some renewable, brother. So understand that. It is the incompetence of Andrew Holness, Darrell Vaz, Fieval Williams, Wheatley, who else are the energy minister? Wheatley, Fieval, Darrell, Andrew, and them feel we. Why energy costs go up so high, brother? You have to add renewable. We are an island in the sun. We should be using more solar. When the man them give away the $12.4 billion, them should have said, all right, you see $3 billion out of this, have to add solar energy to the grid. You see stealing electricity, shower man? 20% of what I pay for electricity It's from you where steal electricity.
No, we pay light bill, Papa.
All right, good, thank you. But you know, people where thief it.
Yeah,
20% of what we pay is because of those who are stealing. What we should have done was gone into those areas and provide them with solar panel and a one battery and stop them from stealing electricity. That alone will cut the bill by 20%. Your government don't know nothing about running the country.
Well, Father say what there is, and I'm going to say no.
But it's not just JPS, brother. That's what I try to say to you. The government must now invest in renewable energy. You understand? Me a brethren now with bigger house than mine, more appliance than me. I pay $3,000 a month because them actually off the grid, them I use solar.
Okay.
And that's how we need to go. The government now investing in them thing there.
So what you say the government should have come in at the ghetto with them a TV light with the solar.
And give them solar panel. And cut my bill by 20% because me have to pay for the man them with a thief light.
Yeah, we understand what you're saying. Well,
the government not ready, brother.
The new contract and
all right, brother. But as I said to you, it's not just the contract. Government, we have as an island, as a tropical island.
Well, they now get competition, I know, with man if you come put solar and anything, I know.
All right, my brother. Respect.
Yeah.
That's why I'm talk to Showerman, you know, because it's a Showerman will listen and learn. Showerman is not a typical laborite, you know. He might just laborite because of where him live. You imagine Marlon Morgan call me Saturday and I go tell me, say, him have 5 years to debunk PNP propaganda. Me say to him, say, you need 5 years to grow the economy. That's what you need to focus on, growing the Jamaican economy. What the GLP is focusing on is sabotage, political victimization, feathering their own nest. The growth of the Jamaican economy is what you need to now focus on, Prime Minister. But, you know, the next question we need to start ask, who is going to be finance minister? Because it can't be Favour, you know. It cannot be anti-Favour, brother Bailey. DJ Shane, Sister Tanya, Sister Maxine, Favour Williams can't manage the finance ministry. And with the Prime Minister's cloud over his head, him can't take it on. I guess it might be tough time. It might be tough time for finance minister. Because that is what is on the table now. Setting the new cabinet. Babsy, I don't think you should take on the entertainment ministry anymore. The entertainment ministry must be a ministry for growth, Prime Minister. The entertainment industry, the culture and the creative industry can drive the Jamaican economy. We must focus on agriculture. We must focus on manufacturing value-added products. And we must focus on renewable energy to bring down the energy bill. Somebody was asking me earlier, what is it that we have for East Portland? East Portland needs the East Harbour development. I have been saying that to all of you over and over. The urban center is a waste of money. It is the East Harbour development that will drive the economy of Portland, not just East Portland. Portland and Eastern St. Thomas will be driven by the development of the East Harbour, seeing 2 cruise ships a week coming into Port Antonio with 4,000 or 5,000 guests on those ships. That would do wonders for the economy of Portland. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to assist our farmers that we can start feeding ourselves. The food importation bill is too big. $1.8 billion, while we are only exporting about 800 million. We will talk to Ralston hopefully on Saturday morning and set the stage for the Jamaican economy. tell you where it is at. We know that as of July into August, $17 billion less in circulation, less money going around on the island. But the Prime Minister said the economy is doing well. We know that's a lie. The economy is in tatters. The IMF said that Jamaica's growth over the last decade is 0.8%, less than 1%, after a promise of 5% in 4 years. Never got to 2. Massive failure of the government. And we saw the election run without the Prime Minister doing any serious interview. We didn't get those kind of interviews where journalists got a chance to question, because the Prime Minister had to be hiding because of the clouds that are over him and questions he doesn't want to answer. A lot of the ministers didn't take any interviews for the fourth estate to hold them accountable and bring some things to the table. We have a country to run. People's lives are important. People's lives are not a game. So we're calling on the new set of politicians who are going to Parliament to remember that is real people we're dealing with. It's real lives. You are given the opportunity to lead. And for those of you who have not yet signed the petition, Ratigan have a petition that we need to sign, asking the Auditor General to investigate the rural school bus program. And I want people to understand, we don't have a problem having bus for rural children. The problem that we are having is the cost of the whole buses that was brought to Jamaica. Let me just take the time out to thank all the people on Caribbean Radio for tuning in this evening. It has been a pleasure being with you. Thanks to all of you. Sister Danet out of UK. Remember, Caribbean Radio 97.9 HD4 is accessible in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Port St. Lucie, all the way up until just before you get into Jacksonville. It's the widest coverage over there in Florida of any single radio station. I want to big up Bro G and Sister Sharon. Big up on herself. Well done. Caribbean Radio 97.9 HD. And I just want to remind you to just check out my channel, my YouTube channel, Portland Spice TV at YouTube. Please subscribe, like, and share. And my TikTok page is Shaka Fame at TikTok. Give me a follow now. Heading up to 10,000, getting close there. So may I beg you all a follow on my TikTok page, Shaka Fame, SHAKAFAME at TikTok, and give me a follow. Yeah, man. So Jamaica, our island home, it is our first priority, not no political party. We go into politics to help with the policies that will govern the country. And from here on in, election is over. So we stop talking politics as of today. What we are going to be talking is governance. Governance. And we talk sports, religion, sex, current event, you name it. We talk all of those on the Colin Bell Show. And if you're ready sometime, we're going to give a music show sometime on Caribbean Radio. So do remember to join us every Tuesday and Wednesday evening, 4 to 6 Jamaica time. Drive Time Radio, 5 to 7 over there in the United States. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, Colin.
Yeah, man.
I know a lot of us don't have no problem with the
rural bus situation of the students. As I was saying to my friend, I have no problem, not even with some of those buses. My problem is what the report that comes out that the Prime Minister and everybody seems to be ignoring about the exhaust getting into the cabin that is causing cancer, breathing problem, asthma, and heart issues.
And I
That,
want us to hold on. I want us to make a sober call this evening for that piece of information to be checked out by the Jamaican Authority. So we're calling on the Minister of Transportation and the Minister of Health to check these buses for exhaust getting into the cabin where our children are traveling. There's a report in the United States that one of the reasons why these buses were decommissioned because heavy exhaust was getting inside of the cabin and getting children sick. That needs to be sorted out by the Jamaican government. And we're calling on the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education, and the Ministry of Transportation to make those checks and report to the Jamaican public.
Exactly. And if I know Mr. Vaz know because he mentioned the 50 billion that was given to the school districts to replace the bus. And exactly below that, the paragraph below that, exactly tells why they were out of commission.
So we need to call on him to make those checks.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. We need to have the ear check.
It's going to be a long-term effect on those children.
Yes.
So as I said, I have no problem. A good idea.
Well, I have a problem with the cost.
Well, no. Well, everybody have a problem with the cost.
Yeah, man. The cost is exorbitant.
I've been following it, and if I tell some people some information, and I just give you an example. You put in the VIN number of some of those things, and it show you up. Some of them, you see the front of the bus, the back of it look like a flatbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are a lot of issues, a lot of questions, more questions and answers that he needs to give to the Jamaican public for spending their $1.4 billion.
Definitely. We need to get to the bottom of that, and I hope the Auditor General will waste no time in getting on it.
No one.
All right, my brother.
Definitely.
Thanks much.
All right, Colin.
Yeah, man. So once again, you hear that there are reports coming to us that the air quality in the cabin of these buses are compromised. The fumes from the exhaust getting into the cabin, and that will sick our children. We're calling on the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health, and the Transportation Ministry to do those checks. We want you to do the check. Go in at the bus them when they might travel. Get the hearing at the bus tested and give us the result. If it is a fact that the fumes from the exhaust is getting into the buses and will cause illness among our children. I want to thank everybody this evening for coming on. If you have not yet subscribed to Portland Spice TV, please subscribe, share, and like up the channel. Send it to your contacts. And please give me a follow on TikTok, no? Yeah, man. Shaka Fame at TikTok. Give me a follow, please and thanks. One love, my people. May the good Lord bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again, Saturday morning, 9 a.m. for the Colin Bell Show. One love.